Good morning and welcome to Face the Nation. I'm John Dickerson. With temperatures getting down to the single digits in Washington this weekend, the president, members of his cabinet, and the Republican congressional leadership left the city and huddled at Camp David to talk about priorities for the new year. CIA Director Mike Pompeo was at Camp David for the meetings, but is back in Washington and joins us this morning. Welcome, Mr. Director.
John, thank you for having me on this morning.
The president said he is a stable genius. Is he?
I'm with the president nearly every day. We engage in complex conversations about some of the most weighty matters facing the world. I deliver to him this exquisite product that's been developed by my officers. He engages in a way that shows his understanding of the complexity. He asks really hard questions. He delivers policy outcomes based on the information that we provide him. My observation of the president is that we deal in serious matters, and that this book is in no way that.
Let me get to those serious matters in a minute, but give us an example of this. There is this book you referred to. It's got a lot of stories. There's a lot of debate about the veracity of them. Give us one of these penetrating questions, one of these insights the president has had.
Sure, I'll give you a really good example. It was from early spring, so I'd been serving for a couple of months at this point, if I have the timing right. And there was this question about Syria. Was this, in fact, the Assad regime that had used chemical weapons? That's an intelligence question in the first instance. Can you demonstrate that it was truly chemicals? Were they used against civilians? Was it the Assad regime that had done that? And he called me up and had three very direct questions, basically what I just laid out for you. Mike, I need you to answer those for me as quickly as you can. And then we came back the next day and gave him what we knew at that point. He sent us back for a little more clarity so that we were confident in what we were doing before he made what he viewed as a very important foreign policy decision about how to respond to that. I could give you countless other examples, John.
So it seems to me we have a situation here where on the one hand you have the accounts in this book, which would, if it were true and there were questions inside the administration about the president's ability to perform his office, that it would put a duty on those working around him to speak up. And then on the other side you have what could be a fundamental smear against democracy, which is to say the fitness of the president. This isn't just some political critique. This is about whether he can perform, which goes to the heart of what's going on. Those are, it seems to me, the two options. Is that the way you see it?
I can only give you my experiences, John. I haven't read the book. I've got plenty of important things to deal with. I don't put this as one of those. But my observation is that my dealings with the president on some of the most important issues that the president has to face are as professional and as thoughtful as the American people deserve. The president's handling these duties in a way that I'm incredibly proud of to be part of his team.